So at what point was the team informed about what the strategy would be for this week, and what were your thoughts on it?
Throughout the week we were just preparing like normal. We all thought we were going to play, just we were going for the win. And then, when the coach put me in the third quarter, he told me then, he was like, okay, we're going to hold you out. And then that's when I found out.
And another big game for you, 160 yards or so. What do you think of your performance this week?
I think I worked hard this week at practice. I showed on the field. I think I played pretty well when I was in there. Obviously, got to get better and be ready for next week.
How tough was it watching the fourth quarter there when you're not in the game and Illinois is coming back a little bit?
Obviously, I always want to be in the game just like everybody else. But, I had faith that our guys would get it done, and that's what it did.
Initial thoughts on Ohio State?
They're a great team, obviously. They just beat a really good Michigan team that beat us. So, obviously, they're a great team. They played well today, as I'm hearing. So, we're going to be ready for them.
Talk about the first run of the game. It just seemed like they kind of came out all out. And once you got by that second level, that pretty much kind of set the tone of the day for you with that first big run.
Obviously – it opened up outside the line, had a great block. The receivers were blocking great. I ended up getting outside and was able to get a big run, which I think got the crowd going and our sideline going a little bit. So, yeah.
Isaiah, you grew up in Ohio. You have any connection with this program?
I was recruited by them a little bit. Went to a couple games. Obviously, everybody around me was Ohio State fans growing up. So yeah.
Did you get the offer from them?
Oh, no.
Would you have gone there if you did get the offer from them?
I'm glad where I am right now.
Do you feel that, in some senses football's just football, or do conference games just really mean that much more? Obviously this is the year in which the team really succeeded in conference play.
Football is football. We want to win every game, but obviously, when conference games mean a lot. That's what we were playing for. Obviously, we won our conference, and now we're able to go on and play the Big Ten Championship. But really, every game is the same. We want to win every game.
Do you think there's a major style difference in terms of conference versus non-conference, or do you think it's just football is football?
I'm not sure I understand the question. What do you mean?
Is there a different style to how you guys approach or how conference games feel or anything like that?
Oh, in terms of like Big Ten conference versus out of conference. Big Ten games are huge, but our non-conference games are huge as well. We had a big non-conference slate this year, and we didn't get it done. We approach each game the same.
At what point did Fitz inform the team that you and Isaiah and other starters would be held out in the second half?
He didn't inform the team at any time. Our position coaches just let us know just as the game was going.
So you guys weren't aware of this heading into the game?
No.
And were you getting anxious on the sidelines as Illinois rallied back? Were you itching to get back in the game? Or?
I always want to play. That's never going to change. I think if a guy didn't want to play, that'd be a mistake on his part. But I was just doing what the coaches told me to do.
Clayton, what are your thoughts on playing Ohio State next week? I don't know how that's really a program you haven't played in at least the last couple of years, so I don't know how familiar you are with them.
Yeah, we played them in 2016 at their place. That's when they ended up going to the playoff. We got a lot of respect for them. Obviously we saw how they took care of Michigan, and so we got a lot of respect for Michigan, and so we know what kind of team they are. We'll go prepare, and we know we're going to get a good game.
Clayton, while you were in today, you were really efficient, hit just about every pass where you had a receiver. These last couple games have been a little bit better, it seemed, for you. Are you gaining any confidence going into this final stretch?
My confidence has been high throughout the whole season, so that's never wavered.
Do you think something's changed and you're clicking a little bit more now, or is it just throws are starting to hit receivers?
No, I think, just taking what they give me and, just playing my game still.
Clayton, four-year starter, senior captain, what advantage do you bring to your team heading into Indianapolis next week?
Yeah, I think I definitely bring a lot of experience, in seeing a lot of defenses. I feel like I've seen pretty much every look a defense can give me, and going into a game like this, this is a place we've never been, but at the same time, we just got to go and play our game. And you know, they're a very good team, and we got so much respect for them. And so we're just going to prepare like we can, control what we can control, and that's what we got to do.
What was the key to the 2-minute drill at the end of the first half there? What was important there? And did you see Ramad's catch? And what was your reaction to that?
Yeah, I saw Ramad's catch. Yeah, that was a great catch by Ramad. But we feel really confident in our 2-minute offense, and so right when we got on the field, we knew we were going to go down and get some points.
Clayton, what's your best memory of Ryan Field now that that part of your career is over?
You know, I think back to the Stanford game, my first start. You know, there's a lot of good memories with that one, and then the Minnesota game, first Big Ten win here. You know, there's so many. Obviously, beating our rival every year has been awesome for me. But you know, coming back, winning against Nebraska, I think that was pretty cool for me. But we got a lot of good memories here. It's been a lot of fun to play in front of these fans, but you know, I'm gonna miss playing here. But we got 2 big games coming up.
Clayton, when you wrapped up the conference in Iowa City, the people speculated there might be a bit of a letdown, or you might not work as hard, but you came through and won those 2 games.
Yeah, you know, we never wanted to let off the gas, and you know, credit to our coaches for staying on us, and all the guys in the locker room for knowing what we needed to do. And you know, in order to win the West and to represent the West Division in the Big Ten Championship, we felt like we needed to beat every team in the West, and that's what we did this year. You know, we never wanted to back into that Big Ten Championship, and so we wanted to go in with some momentum.
You talked about the 2-minute drill a little bit already, but a lot of your other drives in this game were more grinded out, running the ball first type of drives. How easy is it for you to flip that switch between that grinded out mentality and the quick 2-minute offense?
It's very easy. You know, I think because both are so successful, you know, we feel confident in whatever we're doing. And so, yeah, it's pretty easy to do that.
Impressions on Ohio State? I know you guys aren't really going to start prep until tomorrow, but your thoughts on the Big Ten Championship?
Yeah, obviously they're a good football team, got some explosive athletes, good line up front. Yeah, they're a good ball club. Looking forward to going to battle against them in Indy.
What did you think of the defense's performance today, especially down the stretch when there was a lot of weight put on you guys to hold the lead?
I thought it was solid. You know, obviously some things to clean up. You know, big time play by Patty in the down there in the red zone. I mean, big time players make big time plays, big time games, and that's what he did. That was absolutely huge. But overall, it was solid. Obviously, things to clean up like every game, but got the job done.
Blake, I think you're over 100 tackles on the year now, coming off a season in which you had a good amount of tackles, but mostly special teams type of stuff. Has that been tough for you to kind of adjust to that change in workload, just the sheer amount of hits you've taken this season?
Yeah, no, it's just not really. I mean, it's just going out there playing ball. I mean, you know, you do the same. You try to put in. Last year as a backup, I had to put in the same work to prepare as a starter. You know, you never know when your time's going to come. So it kind of made that transition a little bit easier this year. When you kind of treat every game like you're going to go into it as a starter last year.
Like, with the success you've had this season, how important has the play of your defensive line in front of you been to help you attain that success?
Yeah, everything. I mean, look at those guys up front. I mean, you've seen Jordan Thompson, Fred Wyatt, I mean, Alex Miller, Joe Gaz, Ernie, you know, Tigo. They're all just – they're monsters up there, and they've been dominating the line of scrimmage all year. So that makes our job as linebackers real easy to play off. Those guys like that, I mean, they're grown men. And like I said, they've been dominating all year, so it's been great. I mean, we can't do what we do without them. So all the praise and everything should be on them.
Patty, playing at Katy High School, where you've been in that championship atmosphere, how much does that translate into Saturday's game in Indianapolis?
Yeah, I think it will translate a lot. You know, just being in that atmosphere and that environment. You know, at a young age, 15, 16 years old. 17 years old as well. You know, I think it'll be good just to, you know, be a resource for the other guys and, you know, give them some insights and just keeping their poise in, you know, in that environment. But we're not worried about that. You know, it's going to be a great environment, great atmosphere, and we're looking forward to it.
Initial thoughts on Ohio State?
No initial thoughts. I mean, they're a very athletic team. We'll take a look at the film tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week. But, very athletic. We just need to execute and just bring our fundamentals from practice to the game.
What was that play in the red zone that Illinois ran? How did you read it and jump it to get the interception?
They just ran an RPO play, and they were hitting us on it all day on the duck routes and the bender routes, and I just read the quarterback's eyes. He pulled it and just got in the throwing lane. Got my hand on the ball. So just an RPO play, and they were hitting us all day on that. So
talk about the RPOs. You said they were beating you guys with it early in the game, and you guys had a lot of experience with it early in the season as well, kind of throughout the middle. Ohio State runs a lot of those as well. Do you think all of the time drilling against those plays in live situations is going to help you going forward with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think it will help, and it'll just have to make us be disciplined. Us as in the linebackers, we've got to be disciplined. Come next week with all those RPOs and just be patient with our reads and react fast.